Alright folks, let's take a closer look at Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern. And as you can see, Hal Jordan is sporting the new heavily retooled Brave and the Bold Buck body. Just a plain body with paint applications, but that's all the Green Lantern is in the comic books, so that worked perfectly. Not much else they could have done, but he does have a terrific new head sculpt. And I believe it's about my favorite head sculpt out of the whole box.
He and Batman go perfectly together without any scruples, and they just look great. And of course, looks just like the Team Up episodes, and Hal Jordan has no problem fitting in with any of your Brave and the Bold figures.
He sports the basic Brave and the Bold articulation. He has a cut at the neck, cuts at the shoulders, hinges at the elbows, a cut at the waist, and cuts at the hips. So pretty basic, but just enough to do everything you really need him to. He can hold his hand out and fly, or I should hold his ring hand out to fly. Having the knees makes it a little bit difficult to pose him, and I would like it if the head would lift up just slightly. If it were on a ball joint and could tilt up, it would make flying poses a lot better, but can't complain. He can use the ring very comfortably, and for a simple design, that's really all the articulation you need. Now the color choices are very appropriate. Not a lot of things you could do with the Green Lantern's color scheme. He's got to be green, and this figure is in something of a metallic color. You'll see a lot of reflection because of the lights we have on him. The paint's not really metallic, but it's a very glossy, very shiny green. Of course, the artwork, or the promo image on the Target website, shows all the figures with metallic paint, and although this isn't as metallic as that, he's got a very good shimmer to him.
He's much more metallic than any of the other figures in the set, so it's worth pointing out.
Paint works very clean. The only funny bit is that the ring on his hand is just a little green dot. They had used that trick before for the Batman toy line, their Green Lantern figure.
As we can see, folks, as Brandon pointed out when we first opened the set, on the sides, on his shoulders, we can actually see the new 52 detail lines. You can see the lines up there. Pretty neat, and a neat little touch. The other new 52 paint application is it's a little hard to see with his massive chin, but we actually have the collar from the new 52 costume.
These elements are very subtle. When I saw the pictures of the box set on the internet, I just assumed he was a very straightforward Silver Age style Hal Jordan figure. I didn't even notice the stripes on the costume, and especially didn't notice the cut and the collar of the suit. So I think he very easily blends in with your Brave and the Bold toys. Alright, you've seen him with Batman. Let's take a look at him with some other figures from the Brave and the Bold line. Here he is with Green Lantern Batman. Believe it or not, Green Lantern Batman is the only Green Lantern figure that we got for the Brave and the Bold line. Anything else to say?
As we can see, looking at these two figures, they go really well together, except for the fact that Batman's green is very, very different. So if that troubles you, it really shouldn't. Batman, his interpretation of the Green Lantern costume, would probably feature a near black green as his base color. So they actually still look really neat together and would still look fine in a display.
Now, it's funny, as there just being one Green Lantern figure in the Brave and the Bold line, and it being Batman, we got a couple of Green Lantern villains in the line with no real Green Lantern to fight them. The first and very odd release for this figure, Despero. He was only available in a 2-pack, and we actually didn't think we'd get him. So it's good to finally have a Hal Jordan to fight him. As you can see, they go together very well stylistically. There was a very good episode about Despero in the first season that did feature Hal Jordan, so they very appropriate in the context of the show to have them together, and they just look great with one another. And here we have Hal Jordan with Solomon Grundy, who is actually an Alan Scott Green Lantern villain, but we'll not mince words about that. Grundy is probably my favorite basic figure from the original Brave and the Bold line, and Hal Jordan is probably my favorite figure from this 7-pack, so I like seeing them together quite a bit. Grundy featured entirely original sculpting, so he's a little bit of an outlier for the Brave and the Bold line. And of course Hal Jordan uses the basic buck, so there's a lot of good juxtaposition between the two of them. If evil will not escape his sight, let it be said that this Hal Jordan figure for Brave and the Bold toy line will not escape our grasp. And that was our closer look at Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern. Of all 7, he's my favorite from the set. It's a shame that we didn't get one for Brave and the Bold, but I think this more than makes up for it. The New 52 elements are so minute. I don't think it puts him out of place in the Brave and the Bold line at all. And I think if you're a fan of Green Lantern, the animated series that's airing on Cartoon Network currently, this is a really great stand-in as an action figure for that cartoon as well. So I would give him a score of 4.5 out of 5.
I would agree with Brandon. I think that even though the Green Lantern doesn't have anything special going on in terms of sculpting, that the head sculpt is just really fantastic, much more detailed than you would expect, and like Brandon said, great replacement for Green Lantern, the animated series figure.
And if you're missing an accessory so much, I'm sure if you dig through your accessory boxes, however you keep them, you've got a construct from a movie figure or from a DC Universe Classics figure that you could just easily use with him. So I wouldn't knock it for not including an accessory of some kind. Thanks for checking out our look at Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern.
Thank you.
Fanboys Forever, signing out.
Signing out.